Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I know it's been a while. We've been doing some family healing and uh, recreating some things that Corey would have wanted to do, and so we've had lots of tears and cheers, and it's been good. Um, I'm still frozen on April 10th, April 11th. I still haven't got my nails done. Still haven't got my hair done. Um, Anyways, here we are and we're moving forward. Because number one, that's what Corey would have wanted. And number two, that's what time dictates. So anyways, part of my moving forward is I'm looking at different modalities, how to read, how to connect to spirit, which is coming along just fine. I was very happy to announce I felt Corey's hand on my shoulder. I'm like, it was such a nice moment. And when I least expected it. So I think I am trying too hard. And there wasn't a wind. I was inside a bedroom by myself. There was nothing that could have indicated that it was maybe my hair or my bra strap or something. Or it was definitely, I felt um, like the pressure. Sorry. Anyways, moving forward, my daughter found these. They are amazing. They're dowsing rods. They're copper dowsing rod. And they're Spirit Hunter, and I got them on Amazon. And I want to show you. The first time I put them on, my energy was all over. Look at my energy. Look at my energy. I'm not moving them. I don't know if you can see my hands. Perfectly still. Look at my energy. My energy is all over the place. So when people ask me to read cards, I'm like, how can I read you cards? Look at my energy. Look at, like, this. Okay, so this one is settled, and this one, it takes me a minute. I try and get them settled. Oh, see? And they're settling. You don't have to see the ends. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is what I've been practicing. Look at that. I settled them to neutral. So now I get to ask some questions, and they only answer yes and no questions, which is fine by me. So now let's ask, is Corey with me right now? And that's a yes. When they're wide open, that's a no, but a cross is definitely a yes. So that's a yes. So Corey is with me right now. Is Corey going to help us with some spirit questions? Yes, he is. Just let's neutral, back to neutral, back to neutral, neutral. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a no. Is it going to snow today? See what I mean? Isn't that crazy? I'm loving this new energy. All right. I wish I was of the world, because I would ask you some Harry and Meghan questions or whatnot. But here's one that you just simply can't avoid. It's like just even making the regular news. So I'm just going to ask it. I haven't looked too much into it. Trust me. But actually, one of my friends asked me what I thought of it, and I said, I don't know. But here we go. Will Harry and Meghan and the children go to the UK in July? So
That's obviously no. Will Harry go to the UK in July? No. Interesting. Okay, that's about all I know right now. See? Yes, that's about all I know right now. Aren't these amazing? Neutral. All right. Back to neutral. See? Anyways, I'm going to play with these some more. I'm going to master them. And then once I am of the world again, I will definitely will be playing with these yes or no questions. So that's interesting. So even it says Harry is not. All right, so Corey is with us, and now we're going to do some messages from Spirit. So a lot of you liked how I did it last time, and you said some of it applied to you, and some of it was just like, oh my God, that was my grandmother who just died last week, or that was my dad. You know, that would be something my dad would say. So I want you to ask of the people on the other side right now, on the veil, as I've been learning in the lessons, for a direct answer for you. And I'm going to take more than 3 cards and you will know. So take what answers your question and ignore the rest. And maybe all of the questions, all of the answers won't apply to you. And that's okay. It's really okay. So take a moment and pause this if you want and come up with a question. You can even ask questions like, should I take the job? Is it time to move? Will I get into the college I applied for? Some of you are going back to school. You know, will I get the call back from blank? Anything you can ask, really, you could ask anything, or you can even just ask them, how are you doing? How are things going? Um, you know, is grandma with you? So anyways, form your question, and I'm going to pull some cards, and I'm not going to pull too many because then of course we'll all get, it'll be too vague. Do you know what I mean? But I'm definitely going to pull some, and we'll see. So get your questions. I generally ask, what's a message from Corey every day? I talk to him through the cards. So you just might ask, Grandma, do you have a specific message for me? And you'll know. Trust your intuition. You'll know. But yeah, I want to play with those dowsing rods. I've been asking questions, and it's so funny when I pick them up and they just swing everywhere because my energy is all over the place. All over the place. I have to tell you, my favorite time of day is the instant I wake up. Because in that instant, I don't realize what's happened. And for that instant, everything is okay. Then reality hits. Stupid reality. I want to thank everybody. Take this moment to thank. Sorry, Corey's reminding me. Mom, to thank everybody for their support. It's not that I'm being rude and not thanking you. Again, my energy is so scattered, and I think, thank everybody. And I've got squirrel, I've got magpie, and my attention span is not what it used to be, that's for sure. Or my memory skills. So I want to take this moment to thank everybody for your messages, for your comments, for your likes, for your donations. And some of you are you know, I feel so bad I don't have the extra money right now. That's okay. Honestly, like a video, watch a video, share a video. That helps me just as much. So whether you give your donation or YouTube gives me your donation, both are equally appreciated and revered, and I have my gratitude for all of that. So please don't worry if you can't make a donation. You get YouTube to make your donation for you, and you watch a video, you like a video, you hype a video, you share a video. YouTube loves when you share a video, and they reward me for that. So that's how your donation can get to me, through YouTube. All right, so here's the first message. Here's the first message from Spirit. Like I said, Corey's got everybody behind him who wants to hand out a message, but they don't have anybody that they can relay the message to. Corey's got them all lined up and they're ready to go. All right. And last time I was pretty good at guessing who was there. Right now I'm feeling a youngish girl, mid 25, not older than 30, petite, very petite, long dark hair. Long dark hair. This very, I don't want to say timid, but soft spoken. So that's who. So if that's somebody in your life on the other side right now, here's a specific message for you. Oh, this one right on top. Step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective you need. All right? So that's a specific message from you, from your person, if that described your person on the other side. Okay, who am I getting now? Now I'm getting a, I want to say 50s to 60s, gray-haired, but she's telling me she was premature gray. So her gray hair is premature gray, 50s to 60s, average build, feels like a mother or a young grandmother, meaning that her grandchildren are still young. She's wearing a t-shirt, just regular pair of jeans or khaki pants, not, anything fancy, very fundamental. That's what she's saying. Like, she's practical, very practical. So she's wearing a t-shirt and I wouldn't, and an average weight. I wouldn't say she's slender and I wouldn't say she's overweight. Just average weight. She looks good for her age. Short gray hair, premature graying. This is the message for you. This is what I want to do is I want to do lives that you get to ask me your question and we'll see what your person has to tell you. But I'm building up to that. Okay. Don't freak out. So this is especially if this is something to do with your own child. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. So I'm going to say this is especially if you're worried about the health of one of your children. This is a specific message for you. That was very specific. So I'm going to just put those two there. And again, this is the Akashic Truth Oracle cards. Now here's our messages from the fairies. Messages from the fairies. Who is this from? Who is this from? Who is this from? I want to say a child. And I'm so sorry if you've lost a child on the other side. But I'm a young boy. This is a young boy, 10 to 12, not a teen, but not a child. A young boy. I'm going to say he has brown short hair. Wasn't very like an athletic child. More of a bookworm, more enjoyed reading than doing athletics. Again, nothing wrong with that. He's just trying to describe himself so you'll recognize him. I'm trying to get it. In my training, I have to try and guess how they died. He's saying hit by a car. He's saying, but there was a circumstance that he actually was not well. But that's not what caused his death. Interesting. I haven't gotten that one yet. So this is his message to you. If that was very specific. So I hope you're watching. Magical blessing. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So I would say that if this is, look for support on other people and accept other people's support. This is almost remind me Three of Cups, where you come together to celebrate each other's small pieces of moving forward. Okay, so we have another male here, a young man, early 20s, and I'm sorry, Mom. So I don't know if that meant that it was an unnatural time for him to go. Dark-haired, early 20s, dark hair, blue eyes. Interesting. And I'm sorry, Mom. So I'm not sure. You'll know what that means. That I'm getting more and more specific as I practice. Divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear charity. This might be a young man who enjoyed camping, or perhaps he was in the forest when he passed. But he's telling you, believe in your powers of divination right now. So what your own cards and your own intuition are telling you, perhaps they're telling you buy that lottery ticket or apply for that job, or, whatever. What your powers of divination are very, very powerful right now. And that can work both ways, remember. You can put your divination cards on what you want your future to look like and have the universe bring that to you. That's true fortune telling. So this is also telling me that perhaps you may want to go camping this weekend, or go out to the forest, go for a picnic, and manifest what you want. I mean, obviously, like I would, what I would manifest, but that's obviously not going to happen. So the realistic manifestations, maybe it's a job, maybe it's to get out of debt, maybe it's to bring a loved one back into your life or love into your life. Your powers of divination are very strong. This is also telling me that this young man, oh, look at that, the clock agrees with me, is telling you lean on him and ask him to help you. Pray to him. Pray to him. Now, before we continue on the last ones, I want to point out that this is just somebody who has a message, but that doesn't mean it's not your message, right? Just like my Corey gives messages, and that could be for anybody. This young man has this specific message, but it can also apply to you if it applies to you, right? Messages are universal. So I want, if you're like, oh no, I didn't have a young son, but I did have a young daughter that had dark hair and blue eyes. Well, then I would take that as your message as well. Or maybe you had a young child who is a young girl who's 10 years old. That kind of thing. Okay, now I'm getting an older gentleman has stepped forward. Kind of rough and gruff. Kind of rough. I'm hearing a voice like he had a scratchy throat. So perhaps he smoked a lot, or that he just had a really kind of gruff voice, or else he's trying to give me the energy. I see him, he's not standing up straight and tall. He's kind of hunched over, and his arms are kind of hanging by his side. Checkered shirt, or plaid shirt on. I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this in any derogatory terms, but what I'm sensing energetically, he wasn't a big fan of keeping his body clean. you know, that might have been, you know, part of his like, you know, we love you, but you really need to take a shower or a bath. Or it just could have been like an uncle that you just were just like, oh God, we got to go visit him and hope he had a bath or a shower. But he was known for body odor. Just gonna put it that way. Kind of gruff. Um, I'm getting that he had gray hair, but it was on the long side. It was on the long. Like I said, he wasn't like a neat and tidy, well kept man at all, and he's kind of hunched over, like almost troll looking. But he's not a troll. He's just telling me who he was on Earth. But that doesn't mean he was a bad man or a mean man. It doesn't mean his message is any less valuable. I'm getting that he was probably more like a coworker, a teacher, um, a neighbor, an uncle. I'm not getting that this was anybody's father, brother, right? Although it could be. It could be. It's just I'm getting that he was kind of a loner. But you knew of him. But you knew of him. And again, that doesn't mean he was a mean man or a bad man, or it doesn't mean his message is any less valuable. He's just telling me from that side of the veil, he's got an important message for you. Okay. Dear love, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So maybe you're having family problems because we have definitely a doe and a fawn here, and we have the little chickadees, and I'm hearing my little chickadee. This could be somebody who actually lived in a cabin out in the forest and was a friend of forest creatures more so than he was of humans. But this would be a message specifically for somebody who is really struggling with relationships right now, especially a parent-child relationship. Um, uh, and remember what's important in relationships, and heal with the power of love, and see the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth with grace. Okay, one more. Oh, and this is from my Corey. My turn, Mom. Mom. You know, some kids would say Mom when they want something, or Mom. They drag out that O, or Mom, right? My Corey always Mom. Mom. I can hear him sometimes. Even 40 years old. Mom. Okay. So this would probably be a general message to the collective then. Oh my God, you guys, you aren't going to believe this. This morning I said to him, if you were here, send me a hummingbird. I was looking at our hummingbird feeder and watching for a hummingbird. So see how Spirit will talk to you right when you least expect it. It's not a real hummingbird he's sending me. He sent it to me in the car. Miracles. Sorry. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. He wants me to do these messages so bad. Oh my God. I couldn't have made that up if I tried. All right, I guess we're going to continue. And what's interesting is that some of you know we went and had some time with my daughter, and some of you know what that means.
Oh, okay. I better go. I better go. Thank you so much for all your love and your support. And I don't know what I'd do without you and this focus. And thank you to all the spirits who showed up, and thank you to Corey. We persevere and we will carry on. And I don't know where this is going, but it can only be going somewhere good, right? Because we have spirit and love and everyone behind us. Abundance, the bison abundance. Take good care. See you online. Bye for now.